I just don't want him to be a bullet sponge. Just don't be a bullet sponge.
Too bad.
Yeah, too bad. But he's gonna be.
Too bad.
We know Big Daddy Crota is definitely gonna be a bullet sponge. There's no way that's not gonna happen. That's just Destiny Bosses 101.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me take a look at things here. Check the data. All right, got the background music going. And we're looking good. Hey, what's up guys? TBL here, and we are back with this week's weekly Nightfall live stream. Doing it a little bit later in the day today. I had some errands to take care of, but we are here and we are ready. This week's Nightfall Strike is Cerberus Vey 3. We're going to be taking on Valista Auric with a couple of interesting modifiers this week. Hold on, let me bring it up. The modifiers this week, we've of course got Epic and Nightfall, and then we've got a mixture of Arc and Solar Burn with Brawler. Just kind of somewhat gifts from Bungie, I guess you could say, since Arc Burn and Brawler are two fantastic modifiers. Solar is of course one of the best modifiers, but a lot of the Cabal enemies deal solar damage, so you're gonna want to stay out of range with them. And then Brawler, I mean, I like triple damage from my melees. I'm cool with that. How about you?
I'm not going to be punching any Scions, but...
No, come on, man. You're not going to have a Little Mac battle fest against some Scions?
Negative.
Excellent.
I'm about to steal that Scion's bike, though, you know what I'm saying?
Come up there, beat him up, and take his lunch money. But alright, let's go ahead and get this thing started. We are a little bit later in the day, so hopefully we can get this done before it takes too long. I do have to head to work after a fair amount of time. Let me switch over to Sunsinger, make sure I'm set up for that.
I don't think these runs are going to take more than like an hour.
I don't think it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a pretty simple strike. We walk into Baus, his health's nerfed, we got galleys, we'll just get in, get out.
That's the thing. His health is going to be nerfed. We have Yaller Horns, and it's a solar burn. Yeah. I mean, as you guys can see, I'm going to be rocking a mixture of Vision of Confluence and the Fatebringer here to cover my Arc and my Solar, with Black Hammer and the Yaller Horn, all at 365 except for the Vision of Confluence. I've got one more node to level up on that bad boy.
You have an Ascendant, or is it just sitting?
It's Ascended. I just have one more node to level up. I got to get some more Ascendant energy. All right, now you know what's going to be the hardest part of this?
What?
Getting through the first area.
Oh yeah, easily, because the Nightfall is active and it's not a darkness zone. It's
not a darkness zone, so we're going to be able to respawn. But Solar Burn is active, and we're going to have a ton of Cabal on us, and that's going to be an interesting experience. Also, just an FYI for everybody who's watching the stream now, I have a new setup for. And look at that! It literally took 2 shots. It took 2 shots, and we were dead. Okay, so we're not going to be able to rush through this. We're going to have to burn them down. I'm alright with that. That's what Vision of Confluence is for. Look at that. 1k on base damage. 1600 for precision damage on these red bars. But for everybody out there, I do have a new mic setup. It's not a new microphone, but it is a new setup. I got a boom arm for my desk, so it's kind of hanging in the air above my face now. I got that basically for the live stream so that you guys could hear me a little bit better. I was noticing that whenever I live stream, with the way I sit with my microphone, I kind of have to sit away from it, and it makes it kind of hard to hear me. So I went ahead and got myself a boom arm. Ooh, goodbye, Scion. But to get things set up a little bit better. Hopefully you guys can hear me just fine. If I'm coming in too loud, let me know, and I'll just lower the audio levels. How do I sound to you guys? Is it a little too loud, John?
It's a bit more pronounced, a little loud, but it's not like it's not a hindrance.
Okay, cool.
Oh, Scion, don't hit me. That is bad. You are rude.
Yeah, rifle. These guys are super rude, man.
Are you guys already through?
All right, I've cleared out the exit, so you can probably just come on over here. Oh wait, nope, they're respawning. I forgot these enemies respawn.
On the side door. Yeah. There we go. We just got a team shot a bunch of the Scions and some of the bigger enemies.
Yeah, for this first section here, we pretty much just have to clear out the baddies and make a run for the door.
Have you been noticing any weird damage pop-ups when you rip a shield. I've been noticing these like exclamation points when I rip a shield.
Yeah, okay, so what that means, that's basically when you deal enough damage to rip a shield, and usually one-shot the enemy, because I'm guessing you usually one-shot the enemy while you're doing that, and you notice the exclamation point?
Sometimes, yeah.
It basically means that you've dealt enough damage to just destroy the shield in one shot.
Okay. I was wondering because I don't think I noticed that until the House of Wolves came.
Yeah, it's something I've noticed for a while, you know, whenever we're on like an Arcburn Nightfall, and I just kind of pop a Harpy or something with Fatebringer, and it kills them in one shot and destroys their shield, and all you'll see is an exclamation point. You won't even see damage.
Mm-hmm. It's so weird.
Yeah, it's
very
definitely
odd.
spoopy. But oh jeez, Vision of Confluence, baby. Put in that
I love
work.
this thing.
You know, I only really got this thing like what, a month or so ago, and
Yeah.
I never really used it very much. I mean, I leveled it up and whatnot, but I never really used it. And I gotta say, when it comes to solar burn weeks, Vision of Confluence might be my favorite primary now. Like, maybe even above Vex, because it gets way better range than the Vex. Hey, Cole Carlin, what's up? Welcome to the stream. He says, hey, looks like I'm the only one here. Yeah, you are. You are our stream patron number 1. What's up and welcome, guys. Rins, what's up? He says, I'm here. Welcome to the stream. I know we're doing this a little bit later in the day than usual, but should be pretty smooth. I'll go summon the ship. Just let me know when it's coming in.
Alright, I'll be looking overhead.
Rin says he just finished his Nightfall run. Well, what did you get, man? He says he got Last Word. Nice.
Still some Scions laying around?
Yeah. Did you already have a Last Word, or is that your first one? Ooh. Dangerous. Dangerous. Thank you.
Oh, ship. Yeah, it is solar, and it hurts. We should probably not stand on top of that rock.
At least not when the ship comes in.
Yeah, that hurts. We should probably stand like under here. This is probably a good place to sit. Or just sit back in the...
I got you, little bro. I got you.
Yeah, that is no bueno. That hurt.
So you know what that definitely means? We are not going to be going anywhere near that tank. Not even a little bit. Alright, everybody's saying the mic audio sounds good. Alright, good. Again, I figured, you know, getting this this stand would, 1, help me with my voiceovers a little bit more so I won't have to lean so far into my desk. And 2, whenever we're doing these live streams, I can just have the mic hanging right in front of my face.
There we go.
Adam says, one of my friends got a Yallerhorn from the Nightfall, and me, on the other hand, got my 6th. Oh man, this man over here flaunting that luck. Hey, shoot the legs before it lands.
That worked.
Oh, yeah, if you shoot off the legs before it lands, Jay, the entire tank will just blow up when it lands.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, little known facts. Oh my goodness. 10k damage to the legs.
Might as well just keep shooting the damaged legs. It does about 3,000 if you don't have an angle.
Yeah.
Especially if we have hammer and we just get free ammo. It's easy money.
If you guys are wondering what sniper rifle we're using Black Hammer here, which of course comes with the wonderful, wonderful special ability where you land 3 precision shots and it refreshes the entire magazine. Probably the best boss-killing sniper rifle in the game. As a matter of fact, yeah, easily the best boss-killing sniper rifle in the game. Don't get hit by the Centurion. Alright, so we're pretty much already done with this strike for the most part. We could cheese Valis, but considering it's a solar burn week, we're just gonna burn him down with Yallerhorn.
We could send one person up.
What, just to keep
case.
things safe?
I'll do it. I think I brought my solar LDR with 8 rounds.
One person to be the scared man?
Yeah, I'll be the scared man. I don't care. Better safe than sorry. I'm pretty sure you guys are just gonna burn him though, so...
Yeah, you know, I mean, it is against solar burn. Oh no, these guys do solar damage. Oh no!
You want to try and clear it out?
Hey, there goes Flawless Raider. Oh, Wagner says 6 and I can't even get 1. Yeah, I understand, man, that Yallerhorn pain. Keep fighting, Guardian, you'll get yours. If somebody with luck like mine could get as many good things as I have over the past couple of weeks, you'll definitely get yours.
Alright, I shall be scared, man. See you guys on the other side, I guess.
Alright, so if you guys are wondering what we're talking about when we say scared man, John is basically going to head up underneath the ship and head into the cheese spot that I've shown you guys on the past couple of times where we've done Valis, while GenX100 and I, we're going to come in here, we're going to clear out all the enemies, and then we're going to just go ahead and burn down Valis.
Be careful inside there, guys.
The Mobla says, Mr. Link, it only takes... I like that, Mr. Link. That's very very professional. Thank you, sir. He says, it only takes 9 Yallarhorn shots to kill Valis. Yeah! Really? You know, that solar burn, it's a real dangerous thing. Of course, you do have to be really, really careful since solar burn works for your enemies, too, and Valis does deal solar damage, as do most of the other Cabal. And what we're going to be trying to do is we're going to be trying to burn him down before the Scions can spawn in and start bopping us with melee... arc damage melees. Like that right there. No time for that. Oh.
I had a feeling I probably should have came and helped you guys with the ads.
No, we got it. Dude, Vision is tearing these things up.
I love the thing, it's so good.
Alright, you fully stocked on Yallarhorn, Jay?
Yeah, pretty much.
I've got 2 shots. I'm going to pop those into him, then pop a synth, and then pop in 7 more.
No, I have 6, and my synth is ready.
That's cool. Hoping to get Black Hammer this week. I've been running Crota since it came out, and I still haven't gotten one. Keep going for it, man. Black Hammer is so good.
Hey, Valis, what's up?
Watch
out for those rockets, guys.
The thing with Valis is you can't actually damage him until the doors behind him close.
Woo!
Yeah, he hurts. Alright, popping a synth.
Got it.
Woo. Oh, is he already moving towards the mid?
Yeah, he's already moving. Just about to go down. Oh!
Are you kidding me?
Rip.
Oh, R.I.P. I didn't even get to see that. No. Hey, you guys watching the stream get no action here. I didn't even see what happened there. Did you hit him with... Oh, it was your 6 shots of Yallarhorn, wasn't it? Hey, Monte Carlo! We got that PlayStation exclusive again.
I got coins, probably.
Yeah, you might have gotten salt. I'm sorry, Jay. I know you want Monte Carlo. I don't understand why you want Monte Carlo, but I know you want it. Here. Maybe these fusion grenades will appease your wrath. Stop chasing me, bro. Don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me. But alright, there we go. Valis to Auric and Nightfall run number 1 completed. That didn't even take 20 minutes worth of time. I have a really good feeling about Nightfalls this week. Alright, so you got the Amplifying GOD6. Wow, I think this might be the first time we've actually seen strange coins in a very, very long time on the Nightfalls. And then we've got the Monte Carlo down here, which basically means an exotic shard for me. But alright, there we go. Nightfall run number 1 completed. Cole says, alright, time to go to work. See you later, TBL. Thanks for sticking around. At least you got to catch the first Nightfall run. Have a good day at work, man. I'll be following you soon. I actually have to go to work pretty soon myself. Valentin Garcia, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Says, finally, after weeks of doing my bounties, I got the Thorn bounty. Ooh, get it done. Get it done. Thorn is still probably one of, if not the best PvP weapon. Alright, I'm going to swap over to my Hunter next. Ooh. Did you get a chance to try out the Nighthawk?
Nah. I didn't really use it. I didn't need to. You know,
I will.
There's no real big enemy that I really came across. I'm pretty sure if I stayed with you guys, I would have popped it.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Alright, I guess I'll go on my Titan next.
Alright. Join on up when you want. I'm going to head into the tower to go ahead and pick up some stuff from Eris.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same.
Ren says, rip, good work, DBL. Yeah, that was very quick. He did not last at all.
Alright, I gotta go stir the dinner, so I'll be right back.
Right on. Mark 2011 says, hey, how's life going? Pretty well, my friend. How about yourself? I'm doing good. Adam says, I play on Xbox, so I wonder how long it's going to take to get Hawkmoon once Bungie puts the PS exclusives on Xbox. Hopefully you get it fairly quickly. I hope you don't have to wait as long as I did. I had to wait 40 weeks to get mine. 40 weeks. William says, I loved your Bethesda reaction video. Can't wait to hear your thoughts on the other conferences. Yeah, you know, I actually meant to put that out my next E3 conference wrap-up video out yesterday. It's going to be a conjoined video on the Microsoft press conference and the Sony press conference, because I have a lot to say about both of those, and they were both fantastic, to say the least. I think both the Microsoft and the Sony press conferences really stole the show at E3 this year. But I couldn't quite get a gameplay together. I couldn't get any footage for you guys because Destiny was down for me for more than half the day. So I actually went on and started playing some other games. I've got some gameplay videos from some other first-person shooter games that I'm super excited about. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. That'll probably be coming out sometime tomorrow, along with the Salty Sweet video. Ooh, all right, got the cleansing. Jacob, what's up? Welcome to the stream, man. Pablo says, how do you go live on YouTube? I think it's a YouTube partner feature. Yeah, it's a YouTube partner feature. But it's a YouTube partner feature where you can basically just live stream directly to YouTube the same way you can with Twitch. As a matter of fact, kind of little known secret, YouTube's actually going to be starting up a brand new YouTube gaming section where it is basically a straight up rip of Twitch. You're going to be able to search for people who are live streaming at the time based on what game they're playing and all kinds of stuff. It's going to be starting up sometime within the next month, I do believe. So look forward to that. I'm definitely going to be taking advantage of that. I do live stream over in Twitch at twitch.tv/theblack link. So if you'd like to follow me there, you certainly can. But for the most part, I do enjoy being right here on YouTube. And can't wait to start up those live streams on YouTube Gaming. Should be a very interesting experiment, to say the least. Alright. Bat Shady says, just got my second character, a hunter, to level 34. Who, in your opinion, won E3? This is going to sound like a very cheesy answer to that question, but it's really how I feel. I think gamers won E3. Hands down. There was just so much to get excited for. I mean, it's a great time to be a gamer between Bethesda and Fallout and Doom and all that stuff. And then Microsoft and the crazy stuff with like the HoloLens. We've got a new Halo. We've got all kinds of crazy stuff coming out of that. The Rare collection, which is going to be a straight up shot to my childhood. I love it. And then with Sony, and oh man, Sony was all about games this year. We've got stuff like Final Fantasy VII coming out. Cannot wait for that one. I am a huge Final Fantasy fan. Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out sometime next year, I'm assuming, and just all the games that were showing off. Really, it's hard to pick a winner. Not to mention Destiny and the Taken King and all of that stuff that's going to be coming out pretty soon. All right, where is my black hammer? There we go. I got my Vision, Black Hammer, Yallarhorn, ready to rock and roll. Who do you guys think won E3? The official Merc says, ever thought of voice acting? Yes, sir. I actually do a little bit of voiceover work right now for advertisements and whatnot. Looking to make that my full-time job so that I can... it's something I'd really like to pursue. But yeah, in terms of voice acting, I have no acting skill whatsoever. But I'd love to be a voice actor. I would love to be. Over at Keeney says, I hope I said your name right, but this is my day off of work. Enjoy. I wish I had the day off of work. I really do. You can go ahead and join up, Jay, whenever you're ready. Mike Murphy says, Link, my new friends I carried, which are level 30, got Yallarhorn. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. I know that feel. I know that feel, bro. Oh, looks like John and Jay are back. You guys just silently creeping up on me.
Yeah. We're totally stalking you, bro.
Yo, were you stalking me, bro? I mean, yeah, well, wouldn't really be hard for Jay to stalk me. He's literally in the room right next to me.
Yeah, he could just come up and bop you.
Just come up out of nowhere and bop this man. Let's see. Don't look at me like that. Go back into your room.
Ain't your buddy. Go
away.
Hey,
I ain't your buddy. Go away. All right, ready to rock and roll. Let's do this. Ren says, what shader are you rocking on your hunter? I am rocking Gilgamesh. This is the only character that I think Gilgamesh looks good on. It's actually one of the trash shaders, in my opinion. You get it from everything. This game just keeps giving them to you. And it looks terrible on everything except my hunter, in my opinion.
It's not as bad as Jester Apogee.
Oh yeah, Jester Apogee is pretty bad too.
Yeah.
But yeah, looks good on this one. William says, I wasn't able to watch Nintendo's conference, but I heard it left people wanting more. What do you think, TBL? That's going to be the disappointing video of the week. It wasn't bad so much as it was disappointing. And I'll get into that in another video, because if I start now, I'm going to go on a rant. It's just that they didn't give us a reason to own a Wii U. Like, they didn't talk about any big games that are going to be coming out on the Wii U this year, other than, like, Star Fox. And most of the rest of it was stuff we either knew was coming out, or stuff that wasn't really that big of a surprise. Like Mario Tennis, yeah, sure, it's going to be fun, but it wasn't that big of a surprise. There was no killer app for Nintendo. So hopefully, this is something John and I have actually talked about. Hopefully what they're doing is they're holding off on the big announcements until the Tokyo Game Show. Because a lot of these companies do that. They don't really treat E3. Whoa! Hey,
Microsoft is like
one
of the big companies that treats E3 as it is traditionally. Sony and Nintendo, though,
the Japanese companies,
they tend to hold their guns until the
Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah,
which is perfectly fine. And I mean, even in Microsoft's case, they held back some big ones like Crackdown 3 and a ton of other games that we're totally expecting within the coming year, and they're holding those off until Games Nosh and the Tokyo Game Show. So I'm gonna. Again, I will have an E3 wrap-up video for Nintendo coming out very soon, but I was disappointed with what they're showing. But we've still got TGS, and I'm assuming... Oh my gosh! The Colossus! But I am assuming that we're going to get some good stuff at the Tokyo Game Show.
I'm just going to leave those Scions over there. They can chill.
All right. Let's rock and roll. Jacob says, do you have all 3 characters maxed to 34? Yes, I do. I have got triple 34s. Just to go and show you that I've put way too much time into this game.
I wouldn't say you put in as much time as you did getting 32s. I mean, Crota's in getting 32 took way longer.
Yeah, it did. That was a grind.
Yeah. And getting Vault of Glass level 30 was even worse.
Do you remember the rush for legendary gear back in the day? Like, you guys have it easy. You can take any legendary gear in the game and push it up to level 34. Back in the day, back in Destiny 1.0, you had to get Vault of Glass gear to get to level 30. Just like you had to get Crota's End gear to level 32. But Crota's End gear was easier to get than Vault of Glass gear. You could run Vault of Glass like 20 times and only get like maybe arms.
I ran it 25 times, and I was still missing one pair of, I think, arms? Yeah, I was missing arms.
Yeah, you were missing arms.
On my Titan.
No! Alright, we got a Centurion over here.
He's big.
He's huge. William says, I'm going to have no more money after buying all these games next year. Plus, I'm going to join the PS4 club so I can get the PS4 exclusives for Destiny and Black Ops. Oh, welcome to the family, my friend. And, speaking of you, William, since you are a very big man here, the Xbox One, I'm glad I waited on it, because after Microsoft's announcement at E3, I'm definitely getting one now. I'm getting the revamped controller and the all-new Xbox One so that I can get that backwards compatibility, playing my 360 games on the Xbox One. That was one of the... again, I don't want to talk too much about E3 because I do have videos coming out for that, and I don't want to waste you guys' time with that here. But that was one of the biggest announcements, in my opinion, from Microsoft. The fact that you're going to have backwards compatibility on the One. Probably not for all of the Xbox 360 games, but for a very large portion of them. That is fantastic. That's just the edge Microsoft needed to get over Sony.
The one thing that they kind of screwed up on was the controller, at least the pricing.
Yeah.
That was their chance to like get a one-up on Scuff.
Really?
Basically kill Scuff.
Really get them.
And they put a 150 price tag on it, which was like,
that's ridiculous. For a controller, man, that's ridiculous. And I mean, the Xbox One controller is already, in my opinion, not as good as the 360 controller. It still uses batteries. Why is that a thing? Why do you use batteries?
They would have put the price tag around like 80 or like 90, then Scuff would probably be sweating.
Yep.
But the fact that it's
nobody's going to pay $150 for a controller.
No, because they can go to Scuff and get one for like $110, I think.
Yep.
I think it doesn't have the... Does Xbox controller have 4 paddles or 2?
I think it's got... I'm not sure, actually. Oh, no, it's got 4. It's got 4.
It's got 4? Okay, then
Yeah.
That's why it's 150. And a lot of people like say that 4 is just overkill. You don't need 4.
Yeah.
People say that 2 is enough.
You guys don't want to get down from there when the ship comes.
Well, we got to summon it first, which means you need to go down there. You just got to believe. We'll try to warn you when it comes. I can't really hear the game since I'm sitting too far away from it, but I'll just try to give you a visual clue. Oh, man.
I'll listen in.
Zcast says, are you getting the Taken King? You know, this is actually, I'm glad you asked that, because it's going to segue into the next thing I really wanted to discuss with John and Jay here on the stream. Oh, man, it's going to happen.
No, don't talk about Luke.
No, I'm sorry, man, but it's got to happen. Oh, gosh! Ship.
It hurts.
I got harvested. But okay, the Taken King. So I am very, very excited about the Taken King because, of course, you know, it is looking like it's going to be a very good expansion to Destiny. Do I think it's worth the $40 price tag? Honestly, right now, I haven't seen anything that's worth the $40 price tag. But that being said, I do have faith in Bungie, and I do believe I will be getting my money's worth out of this. And as we move on in months towards the Taken King's release in what, September?
Yeah.
Is it September?
15th.
Yeah, it's going to be basically the 1-year anniversary of Destiny. But as we move closer and closer to that release date, I do believe we're going to be seeing more and more reasons for why we should buy the Taken King. Now, that being said, of course, we did have, if you guys didn't know, this is actually a video that I've got coming out later today. You guys are getting spoilers right now. I spoil you guys. But if you didn't know, there was an interview held yesterday by, well, no, it wasn't really yesterday, but it came out yesterday, held by Eurogamer, that was with one of Destiny's lead designers, Luke Smith. And judging by John's reaction, I know he's read the interview.
It's absolutely like causing rifts in the Destiny.
It's a huge storm right now, and oh man, there are so many negative connotations to it. And I think the worst thing about it is that it's killing a lot of the momentum that Bungie had coming out of E3, because there was hype coming out of E3 for the Taken King, and this sort of thing, the interview that happened, this sort of thing, it doesn't take too well with the internet, and it's become an absolute PR nightmare for for Bungie. What we're talking about here is in the interview, the interviewer asked basically a lot of the questions that I agree with. He brought up a lot of the points that I agree with the Taken King's pricing structure and the different packages that are coming out for it. Because there's, what, 3 different packages? There's the base, which is like $40. And then there's the Legendary Edition, which is, what, $60? Basically the price of a full game.
Yeah.
And it comes with the base game of Destiny, the Taken King, and then I can't remember what else it comes with.
Considering that this interview was done by Eurogamer, you have to consider that I think one of the big points he touched on was the fact that the
European version
for the British version, which is pounds,
you pay more.
It's still 40.
Yep.
And I think 40 in British pounds is around $65, which is like their base game. So a lot of the British gamers are like,
so European gamers, you guys are paying more than we are stateside. And again,
exactly.
there's 3 packages here. Like I said, there's the base, which is $40. There's the Legendary, which is $60, and I think comes with the Taken King and the base game of Destiny. And then there's the Collector's Edition. And a lot of the PR nightmare is coming from the Collector's Edition. In the Collector's Edition, it's $80. I'm going to go ahead and stop right there and say $80 again. But you get the Taken King, you get the base game of Destiny, and you get a couple of exclusive things. You get some collectibles like a Strange Coin replica and like an art book or something. And then, here's the kicker. If you buy the Collector's Edition for $80, you get an exclusive shader, emblem, and some new dance emotes. That's right, these things right here.
Class items.
Oh, and exotic class items. But only if you buy the Collector's Edition. Do you guys see what the problem with that is? Because there is a huge problem with that. That means if you want the exclusive or shader, emblem, dance moves, and exotic class items, you have to buy the $80 version of the Taken King, which comes with a base copy of Destiny. Content you've already purchased. You already own the game of Destiny. And there's currently no other way to get those exclusive items other than buying the Collector's Edition. That's terrible. That's really, really, really bad. Like, it's essentially forcing you to rebuy content that you've already purchased. if you want to get that exclusive. Again, if you want to get that exclusive stuff. Now, I will say it is a fantastic deal for people who haven't purchased Destiny. For people who haven't purchased Destiny, it's a good deal. $80 for the full game, for a bunch of exclusive stuff, and for the new expansion DLC, it's a good price. But the fact that you can't get that, you can't get any of those in-game items without buying the collector's edition is bad. That's really bad. And that's what a lot of the storm is coming from, because in the interview, the interviewer, of course, asked about these things because he's worried about it. Hold on. See if I can get this Nighthawk. Oh, man, you killed him before I could Nighthawk him.
That was Jay.
But the interviewer brought up a lot of these issues that that the community is having. And hey, Helm of Inmost Light again. You like that thing. But he brought up a lot of these issues, and honestly asked, why should people who've had the game for a year, your hardcore audience, be forced to rebuy content that we've already purchased just to get these exclusive shaders, emblems, class items, dance moves, and all that kind of stuff? And the answer was literally, well, not literally, it was figuratively, tough tits, because you have to.
Yeah,
and
then
that
he made a remark later down.
Oh man!
If you saw these dance moves, you would
throw money at the screen. It was just the kind of apathetic remark. Hey, you got Etheric Light, nice. But it was the kind of apathetic remark you do not make when you're dealing with media and PR. But hold on, Nightfall run number 2 completed. I got the give-take equation. I've seen this a couple times in the Crucible, but given how fusion rifles are generally handled, yeah, Shard. This man got Inmost Light with 126 strength. It could be a little bit higher, but that's still pretty good. And Etheric Light. Etheric Light is always a good thing. Nicely done. Right on for Nightfall run number 2. Let's get it done. Let's get it on with number 3. But the kind of responses that Luke gave that's not the way you handle PR. That's not the way you handle PR at all. And it really just left a really dissatisfied taste in the mouths of Destiny fans all over the place, and it's become an utter nightmare in terms of PR for Bungie. And
Deej is trying to save what he can. He came out on Twitter and he put out a remark about the veterans and said during this week's weekly update he will I think he said he's going to announce something for us, so maybe we'll see something there. And we've already gotten some rewards, like I think we get an exclusive emblem, exclusive shader.
Yeah, for year 1 people you get some exclusive stuff. But yeah, definitely Bungie is in kind of damage control now, and Deej did have to come out and say, we haven't forgotten about the year 1 players. We'll be addressing this further in the weekly update that's coming out this Thursday. So I'm going to be looking forward to that. But in my personal thoughts and opinions, which again I do have a video about this coming out later today, so you'll get a more focused version of my answers here. But my thoughts and opinions are, you probably shouldn't be assigning exclusive in-game items like shaders and class items and whatnot to a collector's edition, and then telling people who profess that they would prefer to buy that in microtransactions, which microtransactions, but people who've been around for a very long time profess that they would want to buy that stuff, and then saying, well, tough tits, you can't. It's just
a lot of the thing that goes with these rewards is that they actually benefit you in game.
Yeah,
because I think some of the class items have XP gains.
That was the other thing. The class items themselves have EXP gains. There's EXP boosters on them. You're literally locking out that content from people who already have the base game. Not a smart.
If
not a good
Bungie would just come out and say that we're going to release these separately for micro transactions, people would shut up and be like, okay, if I want that, then I can pay for it. But they haven't come out and said anything yet.
And honestly, you know what? I think that's going to wind up being the case here, because after such bad PR, that's really the only thing that they really can do. They're just going to have to backpedal off of it and say, yeah, okay, well, you can now buy, if you really want to buy these extra emotes and whatnot, you can. And I don't know if I like that setting a precedent. I'm already not a fan of microtransactions. But I don't know if if I like that going forward. But it would be better. It would definitely be preferable to basically
playing field, which is what people want.
Yeah.
And for me, I don't mind microtransactions as long as they don't give any benefit in game, in the game. But in this case, where people are getting exclusive content through the new additions and such, it's kind of unfair because we don't know how their new level up system is going to work. Is it going to be an XP based system? Are we going to have light on gear now? Because from what we saw, the stats were toned down at the E3 build, which it could be different. It could be a different system, and it could be that we're leveling through XP now instead of armor and that sort of thing. So it may provide another advantage for new players to get a one-up on the people that are already playing.
Yeah, so it's definitely a nightmare all around. But Bungie Deej has come out and spoken for Bungie to say that they are going to be addressing a couple of things, and I fully expect them to backpedal on this and be like, okay, yeah, you can buy it now. We're not going to lock out this exclusive content from people who already have the game. And they did say, yeah, you're right. They did state that we're going to have something better coming our way, which is going to be interesting. Going to be interesting to see.
We'll see if that's tried and true or not.
But yeah, to answer you guys' questions, no, I have not purchased the Taken King yet, and I am holding off until I can really kind of convince myself that it's going to be worth the money. Yeah, I remember you bought it like day one.
I pre-ordered it like a couple days after it came out. I was just looking at like, I know I'm going to play it, so there's no real reason to hold on back on it. So.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you at all. Alright, let's see what we got here. I never leveled up this Crest of Alpha Lupi or the Armamentarium. Let's go ahead and get started on that. That just shows you how little I play on my Hunter or my Titan.
I'll be right back though.
Okay, no problem. But alright, Cake Gaming, what's up? Welcome to the stream, man. Hold on, let me check out the comment section here. Carter Hoskins, hey, good to see you, buddy. Wagner says if they toss in a Yowlerhorn, I'll get it. Hey, I'm down with that. Jacob says, I watch your YouTube videos and you have really good advice to complete those hard exotic bounties. Thanks. I'm glad you enjoy, man. Thanks so much. Glad you tossed on in here. William says, I think I'm going to save buying a collector's edition for Fallout and get my Pip-Boy. Oh, good luck with that. Those things sell out almost immediately. Julian says, TBL, I finally got the Yowlerhorn last week from Prison of Elders 28, and my second one from Crota the next day. See, I told you, man, you go for such a long time without getting a Yowlerhorn, and then you get one, and they just start raining from the sky. Any of the other ones that we needed? Pumi's threads. I'm not dying. Nope. None of those are necessary. Go ahead and pick up some Eris bounties, though. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about Taken King. Are you going to pick it up? Have you already picked it up? Who knows? Nope, we already got that completed. Jay, did you already pick up your bounties?
No, I'm going ahead and joining you so I can go do that.
Okay, cool. Swap over to Ruins. And there we go.
Something that was during that E3 build. Did you see that bar at the bottom of the screen? And this is why I think that we're gonna have an XP based system. I don't know if that's gonna be like a new thing that's like, hey, this is how much you have it towards your next moat, or if it's actually a light bar because it had the little diamond that represents your light level. I think.
Yeah. That's actually something me and the Planet Destiny guys were talking about. We have no idea what it is. Not a clue, but it does look like it's going to be maybe an EXP bar. Yes. Definitely could be. Wagner says, what level is your Vision of Confluence? If you mean my attack, it's at 350. I've got one more bar to level up. I just need some Ascendant energy. It's funny how quickly that's disappeared. I went from having almost 800 plus Ascendant energy when House of Wolves came out to none. But one quick run of Vault will clear that up pretty quickly. And for those of you out there who have a Vision of Confluence, this week's Nightfall is Solar and Arc Burn, so the Vision of Confluence absolutely tears through everything. Are you ready to go, Jay?
Yeah, I'm ready on you.
Josh says Team Hunger. Yeah, Hunger or Crota, baby.
I feel you. Getting tired of this BS. Give me some of that chaos control, man.
Daniel Pinter, what's up? He says, this guy is awesome. I hope you're talking about yourself, because you're awesome. Lucaria says, I love your Valish cheese video. It makes it solo. I really would have thought that Bungie would have patched something that strike-breaking, but they didn't, so take advantage of it. As long as you've got a sniper rifle, let's see if I actually have one on me. As long as you've got a sniper rifle with armor-piercing rounds, which I should have one. Yeah, LDR 5000. Yeah, as long as you got a sniper rifle with armor-piercing rounds, you can just sit back there, take no damage from enemies, and then burn them down. Let's do it. Alright, you guys ready for Nightfall run number 3? Go ahead and get this out of the way. This is actually going fairly smoothly. We're beating this Nightfall in like less than 15 minutes a pop.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
It's pretty free. I like it. Llama says, I'm going to wait to see if they fix the problems before buying it. Yeah, you know, and that seems to be the wisest choice here. I mean, I don't know if I'll actually be able to subscribe to that because me being a Destiny guy, I do make a lot of Destiny videos, and I am a huge Destiny fan. I might just be inclined to just go ahead and buy it and deal with it. Shoot, I was actually thinking about buying the Collector's Edition, but I really have a hard time justifying that to myself. I don't know if I can. Maybe I'll buy the Collector's Edition. I don't know how it works when you buy it physically. Maybe I'll just gift the full game of Destiny to somebody. That might be something. Maybe we'll have a giveaway or something if I decide to buy it, but it's kind of hard to spend $80 on stuff I already own. Adam says, not to brag or anything, but a few weeks ago I got a Yowlerhorn, a Crux, and a No Land Beyond from the same Crota run. You are RNG blessed, my friend. I have yet to get the Crux. I still need to do that. Just for completion's sake.
At least we have something that's worse than Necrochasm. Dreg Promise.
Dreg's Promise. Somehow worse than the Necrochasm. And really, it's only worse than the Necrochasm because the Necrochasm has more ammo. That's literally it. But Dreg's Promise. And Jay, you still want to get that, huh?
Yeah. Hey man, if I can make No Land Beyond work, then I can make that work.
That is true. You are the guy who gets in first in PvP using No Land Beyond, so I'm not going to disparage it. You do your thing, man. You do you.
And Mr. Halsey, Dr. Eckerman would like to see you in his office, like, right now.
Ooh, Ruin Wings already doing their job. It might be a trap, but I'm going to go for it.
It's a trap.
It's a trap! Carter says, how is Planet Destiny going? If you're talking about them as a whole, they're doing fantastic. They get bigger every single day. If you mean me working with them, I love working with those guys. They're all super duper cool. And all of them are really, really, really passionate and knowledgeable about Destiny. Like Holtzman, that dude is amazing in PvP, and he's just the coolest guy. Sir Wallen, he's super cool guy. You know, Tefty Tef, super cool guy. And a few of them got to go to E3, and they had a lot of fun with the Taken King build there. Stay tuned to the Planet Destiny channel. They've got a lot of really good stuff coming out. But yeah, I really enjoy working with them. Nice guys. Riemann says, what did you get for the last two Nightfall runs? Okay, nothing really to note. Ooh, careful now. On my first run, I got the Monte Carlo. On the second one, I got the Give and Take equation, which is a legendary, I think, Vanguard fusion rifle. So nothing too spectacular, but then again, I do have every exotic in the game save for the Necrochasm and the 2 Queen bounty weapons, so yeah. Oh! He just couldn't let me go. He had to hold on, he couldn't let me go. Zcast says, I got the Collector's Edition. Ah, well, you are a big man. Spent $80 for it. Let me know if that strange coin was worth it. Alright, let me check out the comment section here for a moment. Joe Melkor, what's up? That's a cool name, by the way. He says, this is the first time Valis has burns in a long time. Yeah, the last time we had Valis, which was like over a month ago, it was no burn. So it was...
I think it was back in April.
Yeah, it was the old school Nightmare Strike. No burn Valis. I mean, back in Destiny 1.0, those were the words you did not want to hear when Tuesday rolled around. It's funny how much the game is evolved, really. I don't want to say changed. It's really evolved since it first came out. No, let me up there. There we go.
I want to Rixus with Solar Burn.
Rixus, big man Rixus. When was the last time we saw Rixus in the daily mission?
I don't know, but he's retired now.
It was like when the Dark Below came out. That's the last time we saw Rixus, the Devil Archon. You guys remember him from the very first story mission?
After the Queen's mounting, Bungie was like, okay, no, not anymore.
No, we can't do this 30-second mission.
Alright, I'll go get it. I've got self-res, so.
Alright, I'm gonna hide under this alcove so big man ship can't harm me. Michael says, I miss Fogoth and the Nexus. Yeah, when are we ever gonna see those guys again? Fogoth especially. That man's sad. Alright, ship's
I miss
in.
Fogey. Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, sorry, late. I can't hear the ship, so. Well,
cool.
Don't worry, I got you, dog.
I'm just gonna wait until it leaves.
Yallarhorn is the thing.
Cool. Alright, I'm out.
Yeah, we haven't had Fogoth for a very long time, or Nexus. I'm sure they'll be coming up soon, though.
That was March.
Yeah, it was a while back.
It's been nothing but Axor lately.
Jillian says the Yellerhorn destroys this Nightfall, especially Valista Arc because of the health nerf you got. You know, I'm still not sure I agree with the health nerf. The only situation in which it was really needed was for the no burn weeks, but I don't know. Valis did have a lot of health, and I guess Bungie said they did it based on the strike completion rate. A lot of people weren't completing the strike, so. Oh, couldn't quite get it. Couldn't quite get it. Dropshot says, are you using Vision of Confluence? Yes, sir. Josh says, I play on 360. Do you think I'll need to upgrade after a few more DLCs? I mean, I would actually recommend that you go ahead and upgrade to an Xbox One because it's finally worth having one. You can now play your 360 games on the Xbox One, and you'll have a much better experience with Destiny. It feels good to be able to say that. I can finally recommend an Xbox One, because the problem with it before was there was really no reason to pick one over a PS4. If you had a PS4, you didn't need to get an Xbox One, because for the most part they had all the same games, and PS4 is just a better console. But now, yeah, you got a reason to have an Xbox One.
Go back and play Xbox games, and yeah,
you can go back and play Xbox 360 games, and they've got some pretty decent stuff coming out over the next couple of months, so worth your time. Ooh. Harperian, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Nice roll, Jay. You're dragging across the ground there. I was kind of wondering if you were going to make it. But Harperian says, have you guys talked at all about the Taken King DLC packages and how new players get more for less compared to us early adopters? We'd have to buy content we already own for the extras. You literally just missed it by maybe 8 to 10 minutes. We just finished talking about that. But don't worry. I do actually, today's video, which will be going live a little bit after this live stream concludes, today's video is basically me discussing that in its full. You know, with the disastrous interview with Luke Smith that was published yesterday between Eurogamer and Luke Smith. Oh man, there's just so much I don't like about the way Taken King is being handled pricing-wise. But yeah, we did discuss it. We will, I will be having a video of that coming out a little bit later. I don't want to talk about it again because it makes John sad.
It's just kind of discouraging.
It is. It's very discouraging and sad, man's. Makes me sad.
I feel really bad for the Brits.
I do.
They have to pay like $65 in like our money.
That they have to pay more.
That's the whole game.
It doesn't make sense. They have to pay more, and I mean the price tag on Taken King is already really high, and the fact that they have to pay more than we do. It's just ridiculous. Oh, and you know what? Before somebody in the crowd already says it, I super duper feel bad for you guys in Australia. Things are already super duper expensive for you, and you get the price raise on Taken King too. Oh gosh, it's just it's not a good situation. You're right. I think the word is discouraging. It's just pretty discouraging, and hopefully Bungie's going to address it in a very positive manner. Deej did say that they're going to be talking about it on Thursday in their weekly update.
Crazy Deej.
Crazy Deej. He's got his work cut out for him. Oh, man. Yeah. The PR cleanup he had to do after yesterday's interview. Oh, my gosh. I do not envy that man's job.
Yeah, I'd say he's probably the one community manager that's taken more flack than Vonderhaar in the past, like, couple of years.
Bye, Valis. Look at that. And that's how quickly you can burn down Valis Ta'arak with Yaller Horns, or really any solar rocket launcher, after his health nerf. Hey! Yo! Hey! I did it. I got it. I got him. I got him. I now have a reason to play on my hunter, or my Titan. Ugh! Hey, baby. We got the Peregrine Greaves. We Captain Falcon now.
Jay got salt. I'm sorry, Jay.
Jay, I'd like to extend some thanks to you for giving me your luck over these past couple of weeks, because I have had fantastic drops. I hope it has good stats. I hope it has a really good stat roll. But the Peregrine Greaves are those lovely, lovely Titan Greaves that allow you to basically become Captain Falcon. But alright, there we go. Nightfall run number 3 completed. Let's check out the rewards here. This man got double Etheric Light. Not too bad. Jay got 10 Strange Coins.
That is beautiful.
And I got, 142 Intellect.
Those are very...
Peregrine Greaves. That could be a little bit higher, but I'm going to take it with a smile on my face. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Urban go to tower so you can equip them, man.
I'm not going to go... I got space in my inventory. I'm going to equip them right now. Yeah, people in chat are like, holy balls, that was unreal. Yeah, with the health nerf that Valis got, he literally doesn't last longer than 30 seconds. It's pretty ridiculous. You can also just sit back and Black Hammer him, or Hunger of Crota him, or really, shoot, you could probably even use Dragon's Breath and burn him down. But there we go, we've got the Peregrine Greaves. Look at those things. The epitome of sex. Hold on, let's check out some shaders with this.
I like those jewels on them.
5 million.
Those look really nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
5 million.
Get that million.
I like that.
Delicious.
But no, you've already had
Gold Spiral. Oh. I might have to change my helmet and the chest piece, because I don't like the way Crota's End looks with the weird markings. But, Peregrine Greaves, baby. Give him that base chatter white.
like a freaking knight.
We the White Ranger now. And then here's what they look like stock. Oh, wow, they look pretty good stock. Alright, but there are the Peregrine Greaves. These are a pair of exotic Titan boots that give you the Peregrine Strike. Now, I really do think that this is like a direct reference to Captain Falcon, because Peregrine, of course, means Falcon. So these are the Falcon Greaves, and they come with the Falcon Strike. Shoulder charge deals bonus damage when you activate it in the air. Basically, the damage you deal when you do shoulder charge in the air gets supercharged. You can one-shot Blade Dancers. You can one-shot Radiant Bro Sun Singers. So I am going to be having me some fun with this. Going to go ahead and get this bad boy leveled up and maxed out. But alright, there we go. Nightfall run number 3 completed. Let's head on back to the tower and go ahead and call it quits. Harperian says there's a petition online asking Activision/Bungie to address it and give veteran players what new players are getting. Last time I checked, it had over 20,000 signatures in one day. I'm guessing that's only been live for like maybe a day or so. Oh man, I believe it though. And again, like I said when we were discussing it earlier, I fully expect Bungie to actually address this and probably backpedal on it and be like, okay, you year one people, you're probably going to get this exclusive stuff too. Anthony says, didn't they say that veteran players are going to get better perks than the Collector's Edition? Yeah, they said veteran players are going to be getting something special, and we're going to be getting a year one pack, but they specifically said that we weren't going to be getting what's included in the Collector's Edition, and that's what's got people riled up. It's not a smart thing. It's not a smart thing at all.
Why not?
Money, I'm guessing, to give people a reason to buy the Collector's Edition, but the thing is, with the Collector's Edition, it already came with a bunch of physical stuff. I don't know why it needed the in-game things.
Yeah.
The exclusive in-game items, especially when some of those exclusive in-game items that are coming in the Collector's Edition give you a benefit in-game. They give you an EXP boost. That's not right when you're selling that kind of thing to people who are only going to buy a Collector's Edition.
Here's what Bungie needs to do. So you can't give out the strange coin and the physical items that are inside the Collector's Edition, but you can give out the dance moves and the class items as microtransactions. Let's say you make the full dance pack $20. Let's just say you heighten the price, and then you make the 3 class items 10 for all 3.
Mm-hmm.
That way, you make $30 off the year one customer, and they're already paying $40 for the Taken King, which makes $70, and you're giving them the in-game items that are in the collector's pack, but they don't get the physical. That way, both parties are happy.
You know, that's what I was going to say. It's as simple as that. Just take the exclusive stuff, like the shaders and whatnot, or even just the emotes, and put them available for sale. And, I mean, I don't like microtransactions, but that would solve the problem. Mm-hmm. But, you know, we'll see what happens as we move on into the future and when the weekly update goes live and see what they have to say about it. Modern Warfare 3 Noob says, OMG, I made it to the lighthouse and got my second Yallarhorn on Monday. Congratulations, sir. I really need to get into Trials of Osiris. I still have not really played it very much. I've had 1 week where I played it, and then for the rest of the time, the next couple of weeks, I just haven't touched it. Oh, man, I need to get in on that. Our parents says, no, it is year 2 of Destiny. Yeah, it's not... You know, Taken King isn't quite Destiny 2. It's just year 2 of Destiny content. Destiny 2 is probably not going to come out until 2017. Julian says, you can do a spike with the Titan now. Yeah! We smash now. We 20XX. Look at that. I like these things. I'm probably going to go ahead and get these things leveled up because they look really cool. And while the ability isn't super duper helpful, it is super duper manly. But alright, that's pretty much it for this week's Nightfall livestream. Again, we had it a little bit later in the day, and seems to have turned out pretty well. Glad you guys showed up for it. Thank you so much. I'm glad you tuned in to our shenanigans. This week's Nightfall strike was Cerberus Vey 3, Valista Auric, and it is super duper easy. As long as you stay away from the Cabal who deal solar damage, you're not going to have any trouble at all. Hey, we got a joiner here. Hi, Awoken. I mean, we're kind of done, but hi. But alright, that's going to be about it for this one, guys. If you did come in a little bit late, you will be able to catch this stream in its entirety. It'll be archived up on the channel, probably be going up tomorrow. Again, for those of you who want to hear more about the Taken King and some of the controversy that's going on surrounding that, I will be having a video going up shortly after this live stream concludes, so you can definitely check that out. But alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and thanks so much for sticking around. That's going to be it for this one. As always, I am the Black Link. You awesome Guardians, stay frosty.